In a world where the most impactful battles are waged not on the ground but within the minds and hearts of populations, a clandestine strategy emerges from the shadows, wielding the power to reshape nations without a whisper of gunfire. This is the realm of Soviet subversion, a masterclass in invisible warfare, designed not just to confront but to conquer from within. Beyond mere historical curiosity, the echoes of this strategy resonate with alarming relevance in today's global arena, subtly influencing political landscapes and societal fabrics across the globe. What lies at the heart of this theory, and how does it weave its unseen threads through the fabric of contemporary society? As we peel back the layers of this intricate strategy from its Cold War origins to its modern-day manifestations, we embark on a journey to uncover how nations can be manipulated, societies divided, and power seized without ever mobilizing an army. This exploration is not just an academic exercise, it's a crucial key to understanding the unseen forces shaping our world today. But here's the intrigue. As we delve deeper, we'll uncover not just the mechanics of this strategy, but also the countermeasures, the signs of subversion in play, and how awareness can empower us to safeguard our societies. This is a call to vigilance, an invitation to see beyond the surface of global events and understand the underlying currents at play. Stay with us as we navigate through the hidden corridors of power and influence, revealing the strategies that operate in the shadows. This is more than a history lesson. It's a guide to understanding and countering the subtle warfare being waged on the battleground of perception and belief. The truth behind Soviet subversion is not just a revelation of past tactics, but a beacon, illuminating the path to resilience and sovereignty in the face of unseen threats. Let's embark on this journey together, uncovering the secrets that lie hidden in plain sight. For in knowledge lies the power to shape our destiny. Welcome to the Geopolitical channel, your hub for truth, offering exclusive insights beyond mainstream reach. Support us to uncover and share what's hidden, one share at a time.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing.
Behind the Iron Curtain, the birth of a shadow strategy. The concept of subversion is as old as conflict itself, yet the Soviet Union refined it into an art form, a chess game played on the global stage where the pieces were ideologies and the board was the collective consciousness of nations. Born out of the ideological confrontations of the Cold War, Soviet subversion was not merely a tactic, but a comprehensive strategy aimed at undermining the very foundations of its adversaries without direct military engagement. At the heart of this strategy was the belief that the erosion of societal structures, values, and beliefs could weaken a nation more effectively than any army. The Soviets focused on long-term psychological warfare, aiming to demoralize and destabilize from within, making societies ripe for influence or, ultimately, control. This approach was rooted in the conviction that the battleground for power was not just the physical territory but the minds of the people. Key figures like Yuri Bezmenov, a former KGB operative, brought this strategy into the public eye, revealing the systematic efforts to infiltrate and subvert societies. Bezmenov's insights shed light on the meticulous process of demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and normalization, stages meticulously designed to weaken a nation's resolve, distort its perception of reality, and sow the seeds of internal chaos. The objectives of Soviet subversion were clear: to alter the course of global power without engaging in open warfare. By fostering ideological division, undermining trust in institutions, and eroding cultural and moral values, the Soviets aimed to create a world more amenable to their influence and control. As we reflect on this historical context, it becomes evident that the legacy of Soviet subversion extends far beyond the Cold War. The strategies developed during this period have left an indelible mark on international relations, influencing not just the tactics of state actors but also the understanding of how power can be wielded in the modern world. In this exploration, we're not just recounting history, we're uncovering the roots of a strategy that continues to influence global events. The story of Soviet subversion is a testament to the power of ideas and ideologies in shaping the destinies of nations, reminding us that the most enduring battles are often those fought in the shadows, beyond the reach of conventional warfare. The 4 stages of invisible conquest, decoding Soviet tactics. The methodology of Soviet subversion can be likened to a slow-acting poison, administered in stages, each meticulously crafted to erode the fabric of a society gradually. This process, invisible to the untrained eye, unfolds in 4 distinct stages: demoralization, destabilization, crisis, and normalization. Each stage serves a specific purpose, acting as a step towards the ultimate goal of subverting a nation. Demoralization is the first and perhaps most critical phase, where the aim is to weaken a society's faith in its own values, institutions, and beliefs. This is achieved through a sustained assault on the cultural, moral, and ideological foundations of a nation, often spanning several decades. The objective is to create a generation of citizens who are disillusioned, skeptical of their own heritage, and more susceptible to alternative ideologies. Destabilization follows, targeting the core structures of society, economy, law and order, and political governance. By exploiting weaknesses and fostering divisions, this phase aims to create a state of chaos and uncertainty, further eroding trust in the system and paving the way for radical changes. The crisis phase is the culmination of the previous stages, a tipping point where society is primed for a significant transformation. This could manifest as a political coup, civil unrest, or any event that drastically alters the status quo. The crisis creates an opportunity for the subverting force to step in as the savior, offering solutions to the chaos they helped orchestrate. Finally, normalization is the stage where the new status quo is established, often under the guise of restoring order. However, this order aligns with the subverter's goals, effectively completing the process of subversion. The society, now transformed, operates under new principles that serve the interests of the subverter, not its own people. This methodology, with its strategic depth and long-term perspective, highlights the sophistication of Soviet subversion. It wasn't about immediate conquest, but about reshaping societies from the inside out, altering the very essence of a nation without its citizens realizing until it was too late. Understanding this methodology is not just an academic exercise. It's a lens through which we can view contemporary global events. It prompts us to question the forces at play beneath the surface of societal shifts and to recognize the signs of subversion in our midst. As we move forward, keep this methodology in mind. It's a key to deciphering not just the past, but the unfolding narrative of our global society, offering insights into the subtle battles waged in the shadows of power and influence. Case studies. As we've navigated through the methodology of Soviet subversion, the abstract concepts begin to crystallize when applied to concrete historical and contemporary scenarios. Let's explore several case studies that exemplify the stages of subversion, offering a glimpse into the strategy's real-world implications. Afghanistan, the battlefield of ideologies. The Soviet Union's involvement in Afghanistan during the Cold War provides a stark example of subversion tactics in action. Initially, the Soviets aimed to spread socialist ideals through support of the People's Democratic Party of Afghanistan, PDPA, leveraging internal divisions and discontent towards the existing government. This support included training, funding, and propaganda to demoralize opposition and destabilize the political landscape. The eventual Soviet invasion in 1979 marked a transition to more direct control, but the underlying strategy was rooted in subverting Afghan society to align with Soviet interests. The long-term impact was devastating, leading to years of conflict and contributing to the rise of extremist groups, illustrating the destructive potential of subversion when combined with military intervention. Eastern Europe, pawns in the Soviet game of shadows. Following World War II, the Soviet Union implemented subversion tactics across Eastern Europe to install communist governments aligned with Moscow. Countries like Poland, Hungary, and Czechoslovakia saw Soviet-influenced operations that undermined non-communist political parties and manipulated post-war reconstruction efforts. Through a combination of political coercion, espionage, and propaganda, the Soviets demoralized opposition and destabilized political systems, paving the way for communist takeovers. The normalization phase in these countries involved the establishment of Soviet-aligned regimes, fundamentally altering the political and social fabric of Eastern Europe for decades. Contemporary example: influence operations in the digital age. While not limited to Soviet or Russian actors, contemporary digital influence operations share similarities with historical subversion tactics. The alleged Russian interference in the 2016 United States presidential election serves as a modern example. Reports suggest a comprehensive strategy involving social media disinformation campaigns, hacking and leaking sensitive information, and exploiting societal divisions to demoralize and destabilize the political landscape. These actions aim to sow distrust in the electoral process and political institutions, reflecting a modern adaptation of subversion tactics to the digital era. The long-term impacts are ongoing, with increased polarization and challenges to democratic norms illustrating the subtlety and potency of digital subversion. Implications for today? As we journey through the intricacies of Soviet subversion, from its Cold War origins to its manifestations in modern conflicts and digital warfare, a critical question emerges. How do these tactics continue to influence our world today? The implications are both profound and pervasive, touching on aspects of global politics, national security, and the very fabric of democratic societies. Global politics and geopolitical tensions. Today's geopolitical landscape is marked by a complex web of tensions, alliances, and conflicts. The legacy of Soviet subversion, with its emphasis on ideological warfare and indirect influence, can be seen in the strategies employed by various state and non-state actors. Nations are increasingly aware of the need to guard against not just military threats, but also subversive efforts that seek to undermine political stability, manipulate public opinion, and sway electoral outcomes. Understanding the nuances of subversion is essential for policymakers and the public alike to navigate these challenges effectively. National security and the digital battlefield. The digital realm has become a primary theater for contemporary subversion efforts. Cyber espionage, disinformation campaigns, and the manipulation of social media platforms are just a few examples of how the principles of subversion have adapted to the 21st century. These tactics pose significant national security risks, necessitating robust cyber defenses, public awareness initiatives, and international cooperation to safeguard democratic institutions and processes from manipulation and interference. Societal cohesion and the spread of disinformation. One of the most insidious effects of modern subversion tactics is the erosion of societal cohesion. By exploiting divisions and amplifying extremist viewpoints, adversaries can weaken a society from within, making it more susceptible to influence and control. The spread of disinformation and fake news has exacerbated political polarization, undermining trust in media, science, and government. Combating this threat requires a concerted effort to promote media literacy, critical thinking, and dialogue across ideological divides. The path forward: awareness, resilience, and cooperation. The enduring legacy of Soviet subversion underscores the importance of vigilance and resilience in the face of attempts to undermine societal values and democratic norms. Building awareness of these tactics among the public and policymakers is a crucial first step. Equally important is fostering resilience through education, transparent governance, and the strengthening of democratic institutions. International cooperation and the sharing of best practices are vital in countering the global challenge of subversion and ensuring a stable, secure future for all nations. As we conclude our exploration, it's clear that the shadows of Soviet subversion extend far into our present, influencing how we understand and respond to the multifaceted challenges of the modern world. By learning from the past and remaining alert to the subtleties of subversion, we can navigate these complexities with greater confidence and purpose, safeguarding our societies against the unseen threats that seek to divide and destabilize. Has emerged as a beacon for those who seek to look beyond the surface. Our journey through the Soviet theory of subversion is a testament to our commitment to uncovering the truth, a truth often obscured by mainstream narratives and the reluctance of traditional media to delve into topics that challenge the status quo. Geopolitical is more than just a channel. It's a community of inquisitive minds united by a thirst for knowledge and an unwavering dedication to uncovering the realities that lie hidden beneath layers of misinformation and propaganda. In a world where the truth is often a casualty of geopolitical gamesmanship, Geopolitical stands as a sanctuary for critical thought, offering exclusive content that dares to ask the questions others won't. Our exploration of Soviet subversion tactics is a perfect example of the content we're committed to bringing to light. Content that delves into the historical roots of contemporary issues, content that empowers you to see the world through a lens of informed skepticism. But this mission is not without its challenges. In an era where voices of dissent and inquiry are increasingly marginalized, Geopolitical has chosen to remain anonymous, not out of fear, but out of a profound sense of responsibility to our mission and to you, our audience. Every video we produce, every piece of history we unravel, and every contemporary issue we dissect is a step towards a more informed and engaged global community. However, we cannot walk this path alone. Your support through sharing our content, engaging with our videos, and contributing to the conversation is the lifeblood of Geopolitical. Each share, each discussion, and each new subscriber not only helps our channel grow, but also amplifies the impact of our work, ensuring that the pursuit of truth reaches far and wide. As we conclude our series on Soviet subversion, we are reminded of the power of knowledge and the importance of vigilance in an ever-changing world. The tactics of the past continue to echo in the present, shaping the fabric of our global society in ways both seen and unseen. But together, armed with understanding and united in our quest for truth, we can navigate the complexities of this landscape, challenging the narratives that seek to divide us and fostering a community that thrives on diversity of thought and the courage to seek the truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your engagement and support make it possible for Geopolitical to continue our mission of shedding light on the shadows of history and politics. Together, Let's continue to challenge the mainstream, explore the unexplored, and share the truths that need to be heard. Remember, every share, every like, and every subscription not only supports Geoland, but also contributes to a global movement towards transparency, understanding, and a deeper appreciation for the forces that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never stop seeking the truth.